police officer in the police department who is at many times subject to intense anger problems. He is married to Bonnie Swan and his two children, Susie and Kevin. He met Peter when, after just moving into the command, and happy to go, a lucky drug factory needed a final member for their company. The baseball team, Peter knew that they had won many awards for playing the baseball in the past. He did not know it was paralyzed below the waist. However, as he does most of the time, approved of this wasn't enough to stop him when he led the team to victory. He lives at 33 Street with his family. Originally claimed he received his paralyzed injury 1 year on Christmas. He was investigating robbery and in a hero sentence. Next door during a favorite show with the Big Wrench, he kicked off the roof, tripping on a skating, injuring his spine and leaving him paralyzed from the waist down. He later revealed that he really was shot by Bobby Briggs when under a cover at his hair when he found out he was a cop in Chosery. He would admit in the same episodes that his previous story was a lie. He regained the movement of his legs for a brief time and the but his son Kevin accidentally ran into him to repair him and he believed it or cannot. Chose walking on where he could walk again. However, when becomes when he paralyzes himself after Bonnie attempt and failed several times to shoot him in the spine herself. However, his body cap doesn't prevent him from serving on the police force or the local music is severe anger issues, which often manifest in explosively violent outbursts at random times. Throughout the show, an example of this is beating his son Kevin in a blind age to the point Kevin had to live with a foster family when shooting the left. Over of his 16th take, then turning the gun on his friends after being mocked for not being able to finish it in the Fat God's Triangular. His arguably the best hand-to-hand fighter in the entire show. Despite his condition, it has been seen on numerous occasions that he is able to completely overwhelm other characters who are accomplished fighters in their own right, such as Lois and Peter, known for long, violent battles with Ernie the Giant. Is also shown the ability to easily take on multiple enemies at once, such as his encounter a large number of armed jets in the white line when Peter my Ireland, Cleveland, and he believed it or cannot. Chose walking on fair in boom. Easily take on multiple enemies at once, such as his encounter a large number of armed jets in the white line when Peter my Ireland, Cleveland, and he believed it or cannot. Chose walking on fair in boom. It is shown that despite the lower part of his body being melted into his drive, which is perfectly able to fight and to defeat a giant mutant to hit rat, however, is not unbeatable while controlling the hill truck into no meals on wheels. He was taken down by to at least in part due to his small size and in Chosery. He lost the hand in a fight to Bobby Briggs, only man to recover through quick thinking on his part into love. My trophy is the only person on Street who actually pays for his family's cable. In doggone Peter dropped off and unconscious sway on his front horse. As usual, she needs more. Let them pledge or promises. To get her more, let them pledge into loves Lois. It was one of the world's victims of Dr. Howard when it examined in Florida's kills to he pursues to for attempt murder. However, this it was only a mutilation. He is arrested twice in a family history and died for murder in burning down the bay. He arrests speed on charges of arson and arrests Florida's for shoplifting into breaking out is hard to do. Arrests in Wallen speed while closed for driving when was arrested for possession in 420. It was not the arresting officer, but he did have to submit to a random test. It was arrested for possession in 420. It was not the arresting officer, but he did have to submit to a random test. In its trap, he played Jack because they have a share and mobile empty without the aid from other sources. Swan's wife, Swan's son, Susie Swan's daughter, but Swan's father chose the mom, his sister. He actually used his legs by swimming them to kick a kid in the white line. His legs move in vocal and turn in the juice is loose during the pillow fight. The scene in 3 Kings chose legs are damaged 3 times. In stand by me, his legs to get run over by 2 rail in Missouri. He gets a shot in the legs and then killed by 2 in the Shawshank Redemption. His legs were beaten by cops with 1 statistics in Peter's progress. As he said, to have been an octa to push in the past in life, and the octa to push ahead its legs. He done off by a shark in Patrick Guys has a home, the theater he calls Swan's Theaters, the logo of which is a pair of TriStar pictures. In the hand that rocks the wheel. Sergio is shown to have received many phone calls from Peter and still telling him about his disabilities, though cannot figure out who it is in right on the badge. He uses his leg to put out some burning sex in a bag. Peter shoots out chose dye in plana. Later replaces it with a glass dye. Dress is part of Peter's. You plan to reunite Billy with his wife Joanne in B. What you fish for to escape Peter and at the drawing clam in mom the word now says that he was saving for the very last time he could walk for Susie's wedding day, but he uses it to leave them instead. He tells that his mother died at the end of the boy, dog, meat, girl, dog, although he questions if this is the truth. In the 90s, flashback in Peter and Flo's wedding, tries to hit on Dowry or